Warm greetings from the high 10. It is Everyday Shenanigans, and thanks for joining me. This is a formal video pertaining to Desheena Kyle, 26 years of age, African-American female, missing from Knoxville, Tennessee. I mentioned to you all yesterday that she's currently missing from Knoxville, Tennessee. I just got off the phone with a relative, and they have relayed information to me to give to the public pertaining to her disappearance. And if anyone has any information, please call the Knoxville Police Department. If you have seen her, if you have talked to her, you know of her whereabouts, please notify Knoxville, Tennessee Police Department. The information that I just got from a relative states that she stays to herself. She doesn't bother anybody. She is a caretaker by trade, her profession. She has a dog who is believed to be in the care of a friend at the current moment. So this dog was obviously left unattended, naturally, because no one knows where Miss Kyle is. But allegedly, a friend has the dog. When I get verification of whom has the dog, I will verify that with you. She is her father's only child, is what was told to me. And she is known to stay to herself. She doesn't bother anybody. What has come to fruition is that a neighbor has video footage in this obviously complex of wherever Miss Kyle lived. And someone has been asking questions about Miss Kyle, a male, trying to get information. And obviously this young lady has shown this information, video footage, to this guy. And he's claiming to be some type of relations of this young lady or the guy she's dating or whomever. But he is not related to Miss Kyle. So I'm going to say this to whomever lives in the apartment complex or vicinity of where Miss Kyle resides. Be very careful who you talk to. Don't give out personal information to strangers you do not know. You don't know who's inquiring about this girl's disappearance. So you need to be careful about who you're speaking to. Everybody is not your friend you don't know. Now, perhaps this guy is trying to be helpful. He's trying to put out there that he thinks that a alleged, let me be clear what I'm saying, alleged boyfriend may be involved in her disappearance. Nothing has been formally put to paper who is involved and or responsible for her disappearance. So you all need to be careful by letting people come into your home to gather information pertaining to the disappearance of Miss Kyle. You don't know them, possibly best you don't divulge anything personal such as video surveillance, because you don't know who you're speaking to. For all you know, you're talking to somebody who could actually be involved in her disappearance. So you have to be very careful who you speak to in dealing with a person's disappearance. And know that this lady, hopefully, is, she's trying to be helpful. But I'm saying this to her directly and anyone living in the vicinity of where Miss Kyle lived. Just be careful who you're speaking with, because you don't know if they are actually related to Miss Kyle or whomever. She has had, Miss Kyle, some domestic situations with a boyfriend. She's called the police several times, or a few times, pertaining to whatever has transpired between she and the boyfriend. It is said that possibly the police is telling her she needs to press charges. They can't keep coming out if she doesn't press charges. And maybe she will be liable for calling the law and not pressing charges. I don't know how that works exactly. My understanding with Knoxville Police Department is that depending on the allegations that you're bringing forth against a suspect, they will pick up the charge. Many states will pick up the charge automatically, especially if it is domestic abuse. I know the state of Colorado will pick up the charge automatically. Some states will. You don't have to sign a piece of paper to say, I'm going to file a report. I'm going to file charges against such and such for hitting me, assaulting me, whatever. The state will pick it up automatically. She has a grandmother that lives in Colorado, and she had a recent birthday, and she had not called that grandmother, and she usually calls her, to get birthday funds from her, and the grandmother has not heard from her. So naturally, the grandmother thought something was amiss, but she had not heard from her, and she is known to call this grandmother and other relatives that she speaks to. So people had not heard from her. She was wished a happy birthday through Facebook Messenger, and no response. Now, who was the first person to file the report of her missing? I do not know. When I get that information, I will gladly give it to you. But as I state, the information I brought to you yesterday is that she has not been seen or heard from since June 23rd. A police report was filed June 28th, which was Monday. She has not been to work. Her car has not been driven. So that means she's on foot wherever she is. Why would she not drive her car? If she's known to drive her car is in working condition, why is the car in one place sitting still? The phone is inoperable from what has been said on Facebook. And we know that most young people live by their phones. Where is Sheena Kyle? If you have any information pertaining to her whereabouts, you know of something pertaining to her whereabouts, her disappearance, you've heard something, please call the Knoxville Police Department, because this young lady deserves a voice. Like so many others. Hold on one second. I'm trying to pull up the article. Hold on. I'll bring you to that information. Let's see. Thank you all for joining me. Got 9 viewings. Slow morning, I guess, for the Queen. I have other updates as well that I'm going to mention. I will be going live later to discuss some breaking news out of Pennsylvania. This is by the East Tennessee Valley Crime Stoppers. Uploaded almost 24 hours ago. The Knoxville Police Department is requesting public assistance to help locate missing Desheena Kyle. That is Desheena, 26 of Knoxville, Tennessee. Investigators have reason to believe that Desheena, who was reported as missing on June 28, has not been seen or heard from since June 23rd, could be in danger. Desheena, missing from Wilson Road, is approximately 5'3" and 130 pounds. If anyone sees Desheena, they are urged to call 911. While anyone with information concerning her whereabouts is urged to contact East Tennessee Valley Crime Stoppers online at www.easttnvalleycrimestoppers.org or via the free mobile app P3 Tips. Tipsters will remain anonymous and be eligible to receive a cash reward. I showed you pictures of Miss Desheena in my live last night. Feel free to go to Facebook and put her name in your search bar. Capital letter Desheena. Second word, Kyle. Kyle. This is the name of a missing woman out of Knoxville, Tennessee. And when you pull up this East Tennessee Valley Crime Stoppers poster, you will see 3 photographs of Miss Desheena. In one picture, she looks very, very young with a small dog. And the other 2 pictures are just, looks like selfies. Most of you who follow my content, know I'm very passionate about what I do, what I talk about on my channel. And you also know that I have mentioned and will continue to mention the disappearance of Chad Carr. Chad Carr is 32 years of age, African-American male, missing from the Anderson County jurisdiction. He was last seen at a halfway house off of Dutch Valley Road, the Foundation. He has yet to be seen or heard from as well. I bring you this information because somebody cares about Chad Carr. Somebody cares about Desheena Kyle. And if you have any information pertaining to the disappearance and or whereabouts of Chad Carr, please notify Clinton Police, Anderson County Sheriff's Department, and or the FBI. I do believe foul play is in the midst of the disappearance of Chad Carr. That's my opinion. Because there's no way you're living in a house with males, you're allegedly outside on the phone holding a conversation with your sister, and poof, voila, you're gone. Nothing. Your personal effects are left behind, a shoe left behind, a phone left behind, and your automobile that you just purchased the day before is left behind. Same thing with this young lady here. I do not know what is left behind, what the investigators have found in her personal effects in her home, but I know most people need an automobile to get to and from. And that is the purpose of purchasing a car, is to use it. So when you see a person, the car is in the same place, not been moved, they have a job, they're known to go places, you have to ask yourselves what is going on. Hello, how you doing together? Thanks for joining me. First one in the chat, amen. Where is Desheena Kyle? Very beautiful, black, African-American female. Pretty girl, pretty lady, excuse me. Somebody knows something. And as I state, the family wants to make sure that the right information is getting out to the public. They don't need people involving themselves in trying to locate her by asking neighbors and bothering the neighbors. That's what was said to me before I got on the live. Please do not bother the neighbors with anything. Let the neighbors, if they know or see anything, to go to the police. Do not act as if you are an investigator and or reporter. That was said to me, and this person wanted to make sure this got out in my live. Do not bother those neighbors with questions and asking for information, because like I said, you don't know who you're speaking to when it comes to people asking questions. You may think they're concerned, and this is not to throw shade to whomever has been out there asking questions and talking to the lady with the surveillance cameras, but in the end, nobody knows where she is except for anybody who could possibly be involved in her disappearance. So therefore, you don't know who you're speaking to. So I want to make sure that that is understood and relayed in this live stream today. My prayers is with the family. I know one of the family members personally, nice young lady, and the person who I spoke to on the phone was very courteous to me, and I thank them for letting me get the information out about Miss Kyle. And I want to thank you for your patience and talking to me and trusting me to relay this information to the people on YouTube and whomever else will watch this live stream. I did not reveal their names because they didn't want their name revealed, and out of respect for this person, I won't reveal their name because I've let them know that this is a dirty game up here on this book. Yeah, this is a live book too, and I don't want anything to disrupt the investigation pertaining to Sheena Kyle. And I say this because people get beside themselves and start trolling and messing and bothering the people who are related to the people that are being looked for, and then the message is lost. The goal is lost. And I think most of you know that follow social media, that in the end, it becomes a circus and not about the person or persons. that the story is about. So I want to respect the people who trust me to get the information out. Hello, everybody. Thank you so much. Yes, I want this out. I'm going to continue to talk about Desheena, just like I'm going to continue to talk about Chad Carr. Somebody knows about Chad, just like somebody knows about Sheena. And as this relative told me, she stays to herself. She picks and chooses who she deals with. She stays in contact with these said relatives. So the fact that they have not heard from her, they know something is not right. She also has a small dog. That dog is with a friend, allegedly. And in the photographs on the Crime Stoppers page, East Tennessee Crime Stoppers page, you will see her in a photograph with a dog. I don't know if this is the same dog. She looks very, very young in that photograph. But nonetheless, she is in the photograph with a small dog. Somebody knows something. Did she fear for her safety because she was having issues with an alleged boyfriend? It was told to me via somebody else that told them, possibly the police was letting her know, you've made several phone calls, you won't press charges, you could be liable for continuously calling us and not pressing charges. I don't know the gist of all that. I'm waiting for someone to call me back who can give me more in-depth information pertaining to who she is and what was going on with her before the last time somebody saw her. Somebody knows something. Hello, everybody in the chat. Thank you for joining me. Somebody knows something. Somebody always knows something. Somebody always knows something. Hey, and believe me, somebody will talk. Somebody will talk. Because they always do. Desheena Kyle, 26, Black female from Knoxville, Tennessee, is currently missing. If you have any information to her whereabouts, you know of anything pertaining to her whereabouts, her disappearance, please notify the Knoxville Police Department. Notify her family members. They have made themselves visible on Facebook for you to notify them with any viable information. And it was said to me, do not bother these people if you do not have anything viable, positive to bring to the table pertaining to Desheena Kyle. As one relative said, she doesn't want to hear anything negative. And I get that. I totally understand. I want to thank you all for joining me. This is a short live. I will be going live later today. I have more updates to bring to you pertaining to the Champlain South Tower that fell in Surfside, Florida. The count is up now. 4 more bodies were discovered in the rubble. And I also will be bringing you an update pertaining to Mr. Bill Cosby, who sentence has been vacated by the Supreme Court. Yes, every day it is. Every day is something. It's nonstop buffoonery with these people out here in these streets. I tell you that there's no love in the streets. There's no loyalty. I say that and I'm going to keep saying that. There's never been any loyalty in the street. And whoever told you that, he or she lied to you. Let me say this before I check out of here. And I'm going to keep saying this as well. Street life, no street life. However you live, ditch the snitch rule. You're talking about missing people, missing children. There is no snitch code for a missing child, missing person. These people deserve justice, information. So if you have that type of attitude, to me, you're not even worth breath. That's my personal opinion. Because I've learned about people who spew all that stupid nonsense talk. Of the same ones who will cry and moan when something bad happens to their child or their family member They want everybody to rally together to give information. But no. You believe in that snitch code. You shouldn't be worrying about somebody bringing information to the police, FBI, if your mama missing, daddy missing, mama shot, daddy shot, son shot. Keep that same code. That same code that you live by, you ride or die by. Remember to keep that same code when it's your turn to be in the seat worrying about your loved one. Remember that it's a secret. There's a code of ethics to be quiet, to be mum. Keep it to yourself. So remember that when something bad happens to your family, and you want someone to bring forth information to something that's happened terrible to your loved one, remember it's loyalty in the street. Loyalty. Yeah, I remember that case, Air Force. Just remember that. You see, as they say in the street, you either in or out. Ain't no halfway in. You going to be on the fence or you going to be off the fence? What is it going to be? Ain't no halfway in. You're either in or you are out. Desheena Kyle, 26 years of age, Black female, missing from Knoxville, Tennessee. Her family is worried about her. If you have any information that is viable, please notify Knoxville, Tennessee Police Department. And once again, if you know anything about the disappearance of Chad Carr, 32, Black male, missing from the foundation, halfway house in Clinton, Tennessee, also notify Clinton Police, Anderson County Sheriff's Department, and the FBI. This is my message today. I will be going live later with more updates pertaining to Florida and the vacated sentence of Mr. Bill Cosby. I want to thank all of you for joining me. God bless all of you. Stay safe. If you want to donate to the channel, the cause of everyday shenanigans, amen. $ Big Angie 129 Cash App. All super chats are welcome during the live. I want to thank you for your support, your vigilance. Any information you need, you can go to Facebook to verify the disappearance of Chad Carr, 32, and Desheena Kyle, currently missing out of Knoxville, Tennessee. These are 2 Black people, young, missing from East Tennessee. Somebody knows something. Somebody knows something about both disappearances. And I'm telling you, I'm not going to rest until the truth is revealed about Chad and about this young lady and about anybody else I discuss on this channel. So if you are involved, I'm going to keep talking about it. Them. Because they deserve a voice. I ain't worried about you. I'm worried about them. And I pray that somebody will do the right thing and give pertinent information to the police pertaining to both of these missing Black people. Yes, Black lives do matter. Amen. This is Everyday Shenanigans. Thank you.